Welcome to episode number 6 of this New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise Series. And today, I'm obviously playing New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise, obviously, because I just said it, and it says it in the title. Playoffs. In this episode, it's a divisional round. We went 17-0, the Saints did. The difficulty is on rookie, so it's not the easiest difficulty here in Madden 22. There's 4 difficulties in Madden 22. It's rookie. Yeah, rookie, pro, all pro, and all Madden. I'm on pro. We still went 17-0 though. We're about to play the Bears, as you see on the screen. The Bears went 9-8. We went 17-0. The Saints went 17-0. The Bears went 9-8. The Bears do have T.J. Watt. It's a fantasy draft franchise, obviously. So I said that 50 seconds ago, and it says it in the title. It's a fantasy draft. Our quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. We got the first overall pick in the draft, and you might think, well, you made it like that. Well, no, I didn't. The reason I picked the Saints, well, I didn't. I used the randomizer, NFL team randomizer online, and I picked the Saints. I reran it once, and the team that number was that, and then the team I reran it once, and the team that was number 1 would be the team I would use, and it was the Saints. So yeah, and I don't know how we got the first overall pick in the fantasy draft, but we did. I got Mahomes. I also got Julio Jones, T.Y. Hilton, Rob Gronkowski. Defense, we have Devin McCourty and Kevin McCourty. Now it's the Bears that I'm not sure who's their quarterback, but their left outside linebacker is 96 overall T.J. Watt. He's 6'4", 252. He had 93 tackles in the regular season, and he had 15 sacks and 0 interceptions, but still 15 sacks and 93 tackles. And then I'll show you the playoff picture, and then I just want to show you at least who the Chicago quarterback is, because I actually don't know myself. But it's a divisional round, but in the wild card round, the 2-seeded Patriots got upset by the 7-seeded Titans, 23-20 in New England. Texans beat the Jets, 42-23 in Houston. The Raiders beat the Browns, 35-24 in Oakland, or excuse me, Las Vegas. It's Las Vegas Raiders now. And then over on the NFC side, 2-seeded Cardinals beat the 7-seeded Seahawks 30-24 in Arizona. The 6-seeded Bears are about to upset the 3-seeded Washington football team 26-20, and then the 5-seeded Buccaneers upset the 4-seeded Vikings 28-14 in Minnesota. So now it's the 1-seed in the AFC. Obviously, only the 1 seed is the first round bye. The 1 seed in the AFC is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the Steelers quarterback. So it's a 7-seeded Titans at the 1-seeded Steelers, and then it's the 4-seeded Raiders at the 3-seeded Texans. And then on the other side, it's the 1-seeded Saints at the, it's the 6-seeded Bears at the 1-seeded Saints, and then it's the 5-seeded Buccaneers at the 2-seeded Cardinals. So it's Titans at Steelers, Raiders at Texans, Bears at Saints, and Buccaneers at Cardinals. I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that much. But remember the screen and by the way, that was my fault right there. Why the camera went up suddenly. I didn't mean to do that. But remember, when the TV moves, the screen, the camera moves. So if the TV gets cut off, and or if the camera's crooked, I try to fix it as soon as I can. But if it happens during a play, can't fix it until the play's over. Yeah, can't fix it until the play's over. And now there's this press conference, first of many, about we have to talk about our first playoff game. But first, let's go to NFL rosters, I guess. So I gotta go to the Bears. There. They're on top. They have Ezekiel Elliott, Ryan Jensen, not Josh Allen, but not the quarterback Josh Allen. They have Daniel Jones. He's a 75 overall. Their backup is P.J. Walker, and they have a third quarterback is Jeff Driscoll. But their quarterback is Daniel Jones, and they snuck in as a 6th seed. I was sent to the 7th seed, 17 that made the playoffs from each conference. I mean, he's not the best, that's for sure. But one of the best. 96 overall. Ezekiel Elliott, and then who's the fullback? Wide receiver, that Kenny Galladay, Lavonte Sherald Jr., James Washington, Devano, Peoples Jones, I have heard it, and then Antonio, Tallaway. I mean, it's a team that barely got in. Obviously, they also have T.J. Watt, but I mean, Daniel Jones is not the best at quarterbacks, obviously. But yeah, let's get into this press conference, and then we'll get into the game. Coach, you're heading into your first playoff game. Playoff success often makes or break a career. How important is your first playoff game? Play it cool. I'm not going to guarantee you win, but you never know. But every game is important, and when you're playing a playoff team, you have to bring your best. There are no guarantees when you play teams that are this good. Well, we're the best team in the league. Beat the Bears for a staff points reward. No risk, no reward. So I should guarantee to win because we're 17-0 and we have a good offense with Mahomes. We also have Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, Rob Gronkowski at tight ends, Raheem Mostert at running back. But I still, I'll probably if they did me that option again, and if we do get to the NFC Championship game, if they give me that option again, if we do get to the NFC Championship game, I don't want to guarantee a win. But because it's the first game, gotta play it cool. Let's get into the game right now. Let's get the dub. You know, both teams are only an 83 overall. Remember that. Mahomes is bazooka, which adds if it's activated like 10 or 15 yards of your throw. Julio Jones is double me, and Lavonte David, our middle linebacker, has run stuffer. And like I said, Mahomes, our quarterback, is gambler. Julio Jones, a wide receiver, one of our wide receivers, is double me, and Lavonte David, our middle linebacker, is run stuffer. On the other side, T.J. Watt has selfless, and their running back Ezekiel Elliott has freight train, and then the third player down there is Kenny Galladay, but he doesn't have an X factor or he's not a superstar. It's neither. Now play call enhanced. Let's get into the game right now. Bears at Saints at the Superdome in New Orleans. We're 17-0. They're 7 or we're 17-0. They're 9-8. Let's watch a prediction. Alan Roach. Did him. The winner will play Tampa Bay or Arizona in the NFC Championship game next weekend. Next weekend in this game, not real life, obviously. But just in case you didn't know that, everyone should know that. Have common sense. But winner of this game will play Tampa Bay or Arizona in the NFC Championship game next weekend. Next weekend in this game. I'll tell you, they did the ball first, which I'm perfectly fine with. Yeah, so because then we did the ball the second half, the Saints do, and that means we can double dip to start the double dip by scoring at the end of the first half and the start of the second half. Here we go. Here we go, boys. No wind, obviously, because we're indoors. Our kicker is Justin Tucker. And here's the opening kickoff. 6-minute quarters, by the way, 6-minute quarters. As we're on your way here in the divisional rounds. And that will be out of the back to the end zone touchback. As we're on your way here in the NFC division round playoff game, Bears Saints here at the Superdome. And here's Daniel Jones and the Bears offense. I did not know that was from Duke, but now I do. Here we go. Come on, D. On the 25, 1st and 10 for Chicago. Here we go. First play of the day. That ball is caught. Caught to his tight end, 6 yards, set it down, and 4. And that is Paul J. I don't know who that is. We also have Brandon Graham on the defensive line. We also have Jason Pierre-Paul and Nonatan Sue or whatever. Here's a throw, and that ball is caught, but he got 3 yards. He needed 4, and it's 3rd down and 1. That was Washington. So it's 3rd and less than a yard. We also, like I said, Nonatan Sue, that big nose tackle. In real life, it's on the, and that ball is caught off the deflection. As it was deflected and caught, and he got like 15 yards, 1st down Bears. I believe that hit a defender's hands or hit maybe a receiver's hands. It hit something, hit someone's hands, popped up in the air, and they caught it up to the 47-yard line of the Bears, 1st down Chicago. And there's a run by Elliott, who has that freight train. Flat is down. That could be holding or a little blocked in the back. It could be holding on the O-line, and it is holding on the offense, and it's holding on their right guard, Chris Lindstrom, and I'm accepting that. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so it'll be 1st and 18 from their own 39-yard line. 4:20 they go in the first quarter, and counting. No score here in this game. Here's a throw. That ball is caught by the tight end again. Jones 4 for 4, 26 yards. It's now sent down in 13. There's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and they replayed it down. So it's now sent down in 13. From the 43-yard line, already 2 minutes into this game. Here we go. Here's a throw. It's a screen. Oh, no one's over there. It's Elliott. And Elliott has a good open field. Well, not really open field, but the sideline was right there. Jones 5 for 5, 36 yards now. It's now 3rd down and 3. As we're 2.5 minutes into the game. Here we go. From our 46, huge 3rd down. Here's a throw. That ball is caught. And when we get the 1st down, he will. They were now. It was 1st and 18, and they did a 1st down after that holding call on the right guard, I believe, right, or someone on the offensive line. As we're halfway through the first quarter, they're at our 40. They're driving on us. Here's a throw. That ball is caught by the tight end again. Jones is now 7 for 7, 58 yards. They're now on the our 24-yard line. 1st down Chicago, as they've already taken 2.5 minutes or 3.5 minutes off this clock. Here we go, and now it's Elliott, or not, excuse me, not Elliott. It's, I believe their fullback, and he got no yards, sitting down in 10. And a strong safety blitz, strong 3. It's a strong safety blitz. 1:58 to go in the quarter. Here we go. That ball is in no man's land. That's his first incomplete pass. It's now 3rd down and 10. Let's go with Don. Let's go with overload 3, show 2. From the 25, they're infield orange from the left hash. They need 10 yards, 3rd and 10. Here we go. The United at the 15 for a first. Here's a throw. And now can we stop him short? Yes, we can. He got 9, I believe. He got 8. So it's 4th and 2 now. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to kick 3? Suggestion is, I'm not doing goal line defense. I'm going to send out tap blitz 3. Are they going for it? They are going for it. From the right hash, from the 16th, 4th and 2. With 1:20 to go in the quarter, they almost taken up the entire quarter, and that's a 1st down. As he got down to the 8, 1st down and goal for Chicago. As they have. Oh, did it? I don't know. But they've almost. When did they pee? I don't know. Well, they've almost taken up this entire clock. As it's 6-minute quarters, there's a minute to go in the quarter, so it's a 5-minute drive. Over 5 minutes now. 1st and 0 from the 8. Here we go. Here we go. And can we keep it out of the end zone? No, we can't. That ball is caught by number 10. Touchdown Chicago. They drive right down the field, and they take what? almost the entire first quarter clock, or they almost hit the entire first quarter up, as they strike first here in the divisional round. As the Bears strike first here in the divisional round, 7-0 in Chicago. 12 plays, 72 yards, 5 minutes and 13 seconds long. So it was a drive that lasted over 10 plays, went 75 yards, and it lasted over 5 minutes. Here's a tip by Chris Boswell. Here's a return by our number 24. He's up to the 31-yard line. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here comes Mahomes and the Saints offense. It went 17-0 in the regular season. Boston around 7-0 in here in the divisional round. After giving up that opening drive touchdown and an opening drive that lasted almost the entirety of the first quarter. Here we go from the 25. Here we go. He's going to throw it. And a ball is caught by Julio Jones up the midfield. First down, New Orleans. 19 yards for Jones. It's a fullback dive. Our fullback is Kyle Juszczyk. Here we go. We're going to give it to him. Here he goes. First down and more. 12 yards to the Bears' 38-yard line. 12-yard run for our fullback Kyle Juszczyk. And that's the last play of the first quarter. And in the first quarter, the score is 7-0 in Bears here in the division round playoff game here in New Orleans. Here's the snap. Here's Mahomes. And thrown in a tight window. It's caught by Antonio Brown. And he's down at the 10. First down and 10 for New Orleans. 12 yards run up to the catch. And 3 plays to go from our own 25 to the Bears' 10. And it's now first and 10 for New Orleans at the 10. 30 seconds in the center quarter. Here we go. Halfback toss to the right for Mostert. Blockers in front. And he's down to the sits. Sending down and sits from, or sending a goal from the sits. 5 minutes to go in the first half. And remember, we did ball after halftime. Here's the snap. Here's the snap. Mahomes under pressure. And that's his open, and he's got it. That's Gronkowski. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying the game. Gronkowski with a receiving TD. And it's 7-6, and we're within an extra point of tying the game. And there's an extra point by Tucker, and it's right down Broadway. And it's 7-7 game here in the Superdome. 4:52 to go in the first half. Here's a tip by Tucker. It's a 7-7 game. 4:52 to go in the first half. And that ball will be caught in the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Here's a throw. That ball's caught by the number 10 who got the touchdown. I don't know who that is. Jones only has one complete pass, and it's 7 yards right there, sending down in 3. Here we go, and here's a quick throw, and it's into play, and now it's 3rd down and 3. Cover 1 linebacker blitz. And the 32, 3rd and 3. Here we go, huge 3rd down here. Under pressure is Jones, and Jones is sacked by Jason Pierre-Paul. 4th down. Let's go. A huge stop for the New Orleans defense as Jason Pierre-Paul sacks Daniel Jones. Loss of 13, and it's 4th and 16. And here's the return by Antonio Brown from around 35. And he will get up to the 44-yard line, so punt return of 9 yards. 1st and 10 New Orleans at their own 44-yard line. 3:42 to go in the first half. And the Saints did it back with the game still tied at 7. Here we are, the snap. Here's Mahomes in the pocket. And he's launching it in the double coverage. And it was broken up by the safety. And yeah, I probably should have thrown that because there was a corner on the receiver and then there was a safety. So I don't know, watch that. Here we go. Send it down 10 now. Here's a snap. In the pocket, Mahomes. And this one is wide open. Or not wide open, but Jones is open. Mahomes 4 for 5, 72 yards and a TD. Jones is down to the Bears 38-yard line with 3:05 to go in the first half. And remember, the Saints hit the ball after halftime. Here's a snap. Here's Mahomes. Mahomes will launch it to the end zone. That ball is incomplete as Jones turned the boss number 32 for Chicago. With number 32 for Chicago broke it up. And now it's 2nd down and 10 from the 38. 2:57 to go in the first half. Here's a snap, another halfback toss to the right for Mostert. Bonner's in front, one guy to beat on this, spins around him, and he's gone! Touchdown, New Orleans! What a move by Raheem Mostert! And the Saints have their first lead of the game. What a move. I know it's only against the CPU, but what a move. And the Saints have their first lead of the game. It is now 14-7 New Orleans with 2:50 to go in the first half. And here's a tip by Tucker. Saints have their first lead of the day. It's now 14-7 New Orleans. 2:50 to go in the first half. And that will be a touchback. They're going to die in motion, and it's such a handoff to their fullback. And he did get 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Another run by their fullback, and he's wrapped up. No gain, 3rd and 6 now. They got a touchdown, then a 3 and out, and now they're in danger of having back-to-back 3 and outs. 2-minute warning here in New Orleans. The score is 14-7 Saints. Here we go. There's a throw on 3rd down, and he stepped out of bounds. And he caught it, but was stepped out of bounds 3 yards short. And there's another 7 straight 3 and out for Chicago. Right, I think the last one was a 3 and out. But either way, 7 straight punt. And well, the ball had already up 7, and we hit the ball now. Plus we hit the ball up to halftime. Here's Brown again. Brown only did like this time at 5 yards, but he's up to the 32-yard line. 1:46 to go in the first half. 14-7 New Orleans. And remember, the Saints did the ball after halftime. Here's a snap. Mahomes in the pocket. And he's going to throw it to ground, and he's got it to the 50-yard line. 1st down, New Orleans. From the 50. 1:25 to go. And here's a halfback stretch, and Mostert's wrapped up, and he got lost 2 yards. 2nd down and 12. As a good play by that was T.J. Watt right there. Here we go. Here's a snap play action. Mahomes will launch it. There's space, but number 32 came back and broke it up. 3rd down with 59 seconds to go. 3rd and 12 from our 49-yard line. We died it to the Bears' 40-yard line for a first. 59 seconds to go. 3rd and 12. On the bootleg, Mahomes is sacked. As I tried to get out of there, but unfortunately it did not work. And I believe that was T.J. Watt who sacked Mahomes. But either way, it was a Bears player, and they call it first down. The Bears do. And here's a punt by Johnny Hector. Well, 54 seconds to go in the half. That is Callaway. There's their punt and kick returner. No fair catch, and he's popped right away. As he only got 1 yard or 2 on the return, and they take over at their own 14-yard line. 47 seconds to go in the first half, and they have 2 timeouts. And they're down 14-7. And remember, the Saints, like I've been saying a few times already, the Saints hit the ball for halftime. Here we go. From the 14, here's a throw. And he'll not get out of bounds. And they take their 2nd timeout. Only got 7 yards there. Up to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Here we go. Here's a quick throw. Stays in bounds up to the 31-yard line. 35 seconds to down there. Hurried up here. 25 seconds to go, and Townend from the 31 trying to get in the field goal. And Jones is not sacked. Where's the receiver? And then, well, there was a receiver, I think, there. But 7th and 10 now, 23 seconds to go, and they probably need like a 30-yard pass to have it. Well, probably like 35, 40-yard pass to have a chance to get a field goal here. And even then, it would be a long field goal. Here's a throw, caught in bounds by number 10, up to the 35-yard line. 17 seconds to go, and the Bears call the third and final timeout. And it's really hard to do anything now from the 35, 17 seconds, and no timeouts. Then I'll pause this game here because this clip's about to end. I'll see you in the next clip. And there we go. You didn't miss anything. Third and 6 rather from their own 35-yard line for Chicago. 17 seconds to go. They probably need like still 30 yards in the field goal range, and you got out of bounds because if you tackle inbounds, I have to probably not to be over that. No timeouts. Here's a throw. It's caught, and I don't know. Is that a first down? There's only 12 seconds, and they're hurrying up here. 3 seconds. Will they get one more playoff? They will. Last play of the half, Barn defensive foul, and Jones is sacked on the last play of the half by Nemonican Sue. I think I'm botching his first name. 2 sacks for the Saints, 1 for the Bears in the first half. That's Sue. First one was Pierre-Paul, second one was Sue, and that's it for the first half. It's 14-7 New Orleans at halftime, and we hit the ball after halftime, the Saints do. And let's listen to John Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That's the first name of the divisional weekend. I didn't know that. Yeah, the winner of this game will play Arizona and Tampa Bay in the NFC Championship game. That game is between Tampa Bay and Arizona. Obviously, it's the last game of the divisional weekend. Here we go, second half, second half, we the ball, the second half, the Saints do, up 14-7, 12 minutes to go in the game, because obviously, like I said, there's 6-minute quarters. Here's a tip by Boswell, who's the Bears pitcher, and this will be a return by number 24 from the end zone. There he goes, and he almost busted through that hole. Doesn't though, but not like a 35-yard return up to the 30. First and 10 for New Orleans. Let's go with Mesh here. Here's a snap. Here's a snap. Trying to find someone. Triangle's open. And that ball is caught by number 86. And Triangle's out of bounds. At the 47-yard line of the Bears. So that's a 33-yard reception. That's by 86. I have no idea who that is. I think one of our backup tight ends or something. But he was wide open. Here we go. Here's a snap. Here's a snap. That ball's caught by number 86 again. And now there's an injured Chicago player. It's that dude, number 94, although he doesn't look injured. 5:25 they go in the third quarter. We're at their 32-yard line, up 14-7. Here's a snap. Mahomes rolls all the way back. And it was shutted down the triangle. Number 86 again, 3 straight throws to him. And I believe he got a first down. Yes, he did, as he lunged for it up to the 22-yard line. First and 10, New Orleans. Here's a snap. Moster left side. And could not find a hole up to the 17-yard line, but did get halfway there. 7 and 5. Here's a snap. Here we go. And now it's thrown in the coverage. And what a throw! What a catch! Touchdown! Incredible! As Moster got it, a running back down in the backfield. What a throw by Mahomes and what a catch by Raheem Moster to stay in bounds before he caught it, and when he caught it, they did 2 feet down. Because if he went out of bounds and came back in, that would have been a legal touchdown and a penalty. So did John not going out of bounds there before he caught it, and did John did 2 feet down before he went out of bounds, but they are reviewing it upstairs. It's all scoring plays are reviewed by New York, so it's a booth review. Did he get 2 feet down? It's kind of hard to tell, but the camera's too high. That left foot, the right foot was in, was the left foot on the white. I think there's a little space between the white and his shoes, or his cleats. That should be a touchdown, but what a throw. It was thrown basically behind like 3 defenders. I don't know why I threw that. I didn't realize he was on cut to the right. I think the only reason he did that is because that's where the ball was, or that was his route. I don't remember. But Mahomes threw that to Mostert, and Mostert literally was between 3 defenders and the out-of-bounds line. And it's right down the middle. The extra point, 21-7 New Orleans, 4:17 to go in the third quarter. My goodness. There was 3 defenders, and Mostert was between them and the out-of-bounds line and made that catch. My goodness. Now will be a touchdown. He needs it in the end zone. First and 10 for Chicago at their own 25-yard line. 4:17 to go in the third quarter. 21-7 New Orleans. It was 7-up in Chicago, but now it's 21-7 New Orleans. Here we go. Plenty of time for Daniel Jones, and it's broken up downfield. Send him down. Here we go, and a quick throw, and it's a first down. Down on the 37-yard line. I mean, Jones only has 4 incomplete passes and 124 yards and a TD, but his team's down 21-7 with a quarter and a half to play. Here we go, there's a halfback stretch to the right. I'm not sure where Elliott is, but it's not Elliott. Did he get injured? I don't think he did. Set him down and 6. He got 4 there. I don't know where Elliott would be. I don't know. Here we go. There's a run by the same dude, and he got wrapped up by Jason Pierre-Paul, and it's 3rd down and 6. You should around for Chicago. Already on 14 with, like I said, now under a quarter and a half to play. Here we go. 3rd down, and a free rusher! As there was Dye flying in, no one blocked him, and then Jones at the throwaway, but was dropped by, I believe it was tight end. And the Bears don't know 3 and out, but they do punt. 2:41 they do in the third. There's a punt by their punter. I think it's at Foss, number 1 there. And it's a turn by Brown from the 11-yard line. And he's only up to the 19-yard line. 2:34 to go in the third quarter. 21-7 New Orleans. Here we go, and now it's a halfback stretch to the right, and he does not spin around that guy, and he's pushed out of bounds. Did it 11 yards, first down, New Orleans. Here's a snap. And here's a throw to Jones, and he had it but dropped it. Set him down. Here we go. Here's Mostert. Mostert, open hole. Can he get the edge? No, he can't, but he's taken down at the 41-yard line of the Bears, and Rob Gronkowski is injured. So I don't know what happened to him, but he's out. I just apparently had a knee injury before. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Chicago 41-yard line. Touchdown. Wouldn't put the dagger in the Bears yet, but it might. That ball is broken up. Almost intercepted. And he has a dislocated shoulder and will not return for this game. And the band of his Cameron Brate could be out for the rest of the playoffs, or at least the rest of this game, possibly for a couple of weeks, possibly for the rest of the playoffs if he has a dislocated shoulder, which obviously he does because it just said he did. Here there's a throw. That ball is caught by Brown in stride. It's a 34-yard line. It's on 3rd down and 2. It's a 3rd down and 2, but we're in field orange as long as we don't take a sack or anything. Here's a snap on 3rd and short. That ball is caught by Brate, the Senator tight end, taken for Gronkowski, and he's down to the 10. 1st and goal, New Orleans. Or 1st and 10, New Orleans. But either way, 23-yard reception on 3rd and 2. Here's a snap. Here we go. And he's on it. It's thrown the Brate, and it's picked off in the end zone. As it's picked off by Williams. And the Bears have life as he needs it in the end zone for a touchback and take it over at the 20-yard line. 46 seconds to go in the third quarter as Mahomes forced it. I forced it. Well, Mahomes forced it, but I was the one that controlled Mahomes. So I forced it, and it's intercepted, and the Bears did the ball at their own 20-yard line, still on 14, and that's the play by was Pierre Paul, sent him tackle for a loss, and he also has a sack, sent him down in 11, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Because now it's still a 2-score game. Even a field goal would have made it a 3-score game. Here we go. Come on, D. That ball is caught, but tackled right on the spot. As that's the fullback. He got nothing. 3rd and 11 with 14 seconds to go in the quarter. End of the third quarter is 21-7 New Orleans here in New Orleans. Here we go, 3rd and 11, big play for Chicago. 6 minutes to go in the game. Around 14 at 21-7. 3 for 7 on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 11, and now it's thrown. The ball is picked off by Harrison Smith as he jumped the route. Both quarterbacks throw an interception, and we take over at the Bears' 44-yard line, up 21-7 still. As both teams have turned it over, 5:56 to go in the game. As in the first play of the fourth quarter, Jones throws an interception. It's picked off by Harrison Smith. Here's Mostert, and he will stay in bounds. As he's down, he has 98 rushing yards on 7 attempts and a TD. As he's down to the 31-yard line, 9 yards after contact. First down, New Orleans. Here's a snap. It's a bootleg, and now Mahomes running for his life, just chucks it up again, and that one's picked off again, but he's out of bounds. As he didn't get 2 feet down, and then he got no feet down, but he didn't get 2, and now it's 2nd and 10 with 5:18 to go. Here's a snap. And now it's thrown in the coverage again. This one, Jones got popped and dropped it. 3rd and 10 with 5:11 to go. Here's a snap. Here we go, and that ball is caught by Antonio Brown caught by Antonio Brown down on the 15. First down, New Orleans. 5 minutes to go in the game. Fullback dive, the Tyler Juszczyk. Just to kill some time down to the 11. He has 2 rushes, 16 yards. Send it down and 6, but the clock continues to run. Under 4.5 to play. Here's a snap. Mahomes rolls out. Some green grass in front of him. He's going to run for it. Can he get in? Yes, he can. A rushing TD for Patrick Mahomes. And it's 27-7 New Orleans. And the extra point by Tucker is right down the middle. And it's 28-7 New Orleans, 4:06 to go in the game. 28-7 New Orleans, 4:06 to go in the game. And now will be a touchdown. You didn't miss anything. You know, we got 1st and 10 for Chicago right there on 25-yard line, down 28-7. Here we go. There's a quick throw. And number 19's down to the 39-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the game. First down, Chicago. They scored a touchdown in their opening drive, but since then they haven't scored, and the Saints have scored 28 unanswered points. It was 7-0 in Chicago. Now it's 28-7. New Orleans out of a high snap. I don't know why he just didn't run forward. There was no one there. Takeaways during the season, our season ranking was 1st, and today we have 1 takeaway. It was Harrison Smith. Right, a Harrison Smith interception. Here we go at the screen. He barely got it away, and a heck of a tackle by 54, which I believe is Levante David, who has 6 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss. And now it's 3rd and 8. With 2:40 to go. Here we go, and it's a play action, and he's going to throw it, and it's caught by number 19, down on the 47-yard line of the Saints. First down, Chicago. They're still on by 3 touchdowns, only 2:08 to go. Could be the last play for a 2-minute warning. Here's a throw. That ball is caught, and he's out of bounds at the 35-yard line of New Orleans with 2 or 3 to go, and they'll have one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now, Tretchen apparently stayed in bounds or something because the clock went down. 2-minute warning. 28-7 New Orleans.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. There's a throw. Open field tackle on number 25. Send it down. And they hurry it up here. Here we go. Here they go again. And that ball is caught. And he's tackled from behind up to the 32-yard line. It's now 3rd down and 7 with 1:30 to play. Here we go. And he's going to launch it to the end zone. Or not to the end zone, but shy of the end zone. And it's caught at the 2-yard line by the Chicago player, whoever that is. 1:06 to go. 1st and 0 from the 2. Here's a throw. And it's batted down by number 32 for New Orleans. 2nd and goal from the 2 with 1:04 to go. Here we go. Here we go. Plenty of time. And Jones is set. Find is down. Might be roughing the passer or might be holding. And it's holding on the offense. And I'm gonna accept it. So 10-yard penalty. We set it. Repeat the down. So we set it and goal from the 12. 59 seconds to go. It would have been 3rd down and goal from like the 5 or whatever. Or set it and goal from the 12. No, set it and goal from the 12. 59 seconds to go. Here we go. Jones plenty of time. Here's a throw. It's caught. And he's down to the 8. So 3rd down and goal. 50 seconds to go in town. They're hurrying up here. Despite they're down by 3 touchdowns. Here we go. There's a throw to the end zone. Wide open. Is number 13 touchdown. Chicago. As they're on the board for the first time since the first quarter. And that's their first touchdown since their first drive of the game. And it's 28-13 with 39 seconds to go. And it's your point by Boswell is right down the middle. It's now 28-14 Chicago. Or excuse me, 28-14 New Orleans with what? It's now 28-14 New Orleans. Why are you dabbing? You guys are down by 14 with 39 seconds to go in the game. I mean, man hasn't realized that. Onside kick. Oh, I didn't put the hands team out there. Crap. Timeout, timeout, timeout. I hit the button too late. Time ran out, and then they put the normal kickoff for the hands team. 28-14 New Orleans. 39 seconds to go. Yeah, 28-14 New Orleans. 39 seconds to go. Now we have our hands team out there, so 8 guys are over there out of the 11, and that's recovered by number 17 as he's down at their 43-yard line, and that's going to be the game. That is your dagger, and the not the Bears, and that is your dagger, and the Saints are on their way to the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Here's Moster. Bears do have 3 timeouts, but it's a 2-score game, and we just got 1st down anyways. As the Bears do call our first timeout. I don't know why, though, because the game's over. But yeah, that is your dagger. That recovering that onside kick was the dagger, as the Saints will beat the Bears 28-14. As there's an injured Bears player on that knee. Like, are you kidding me? It's 7-11. They're charged a timeout because of the injury. That's just great. Another kneel down. So we lost last one. Assuming there's no. Well, assuming they don't take their timeout, but they do. But now it's 3rd down. So now it's kneel. Yeah, it's 3rd down. 29 seconds to go. No timeout. So it's, now we're kneel one more time as the Saints will beat the Bears 28-14 here in New Orleans. I'm saying we didn't blow them out. We didn't blow them out, but we did win, and that's all that matters. As long as, I don't care if it's at 1 point or 50 points. As long as we win, it's a win, and we win by 14 points here today as the Saints beat the Bears 28. As the Bears, or as the Saints in 10 seconds will beat the Bears, or in 8 seconds now. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is it. It's officially over, and it's official that the Saints are going to the NFC Championship game as the New Orleans Saints beat the Chicago Bears 28-14 here at the Superdome in New Orleans. And the Saints are on their way to the NFC Championship game where they'll play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Arizona Cardinals. They'll play the Cardinals or the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game next weekend. Next weekend in this game. So, takeaways, it was 1-1. We averaged 9.5 yards per play. We had 133 rushing yards, 193 passing yards, and we obviously had 28 points. As the Saints are moving on to the NFC Championship game, where they'll play the Buccaneers or the Cardinals next weekend. Like I said, next weekend in this game, as the Saints beat the Bears 28-14 here in the divisional, or as the Saints beat the Bears 28-14 here in the divisional round, here at the Superdome in New Orleans. It's 205 yards and 2 touchdowns for Jones, 203 yards and 2 touchdowns for Mahomes. The only difference between the quarterbacks is that Jones actually had 2 more yards than Mahomes. Mahomes 203 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jones 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jones did have a 78% completion percentage, while Mahomes only had a 60% completion percentage. Mostert 8 carries, 109 yards. Jones 2 receptions, 38 yards. Brown 3 receptions, 52 yards. And the Saints beat the Bears 28-14 here at the Superdome in the divisional round playoff game, and they're on their way to play the Buccaneers or the Cardinals in the NFC Championship game. And I'm going to go to the main menu right now, and I'm going to show you who we're playing in the NFC Championship game. I'm also going to show you who's in the AFC Championship game as well. There's Aaron Donald. And if you do hear a noise, my mom is vacuuming, and you might think, oh, you close the door. Well, one, I'm not going to close it right now because I'll do these upgrades or whatever. I'm not going to close the door now because I'm about to be done filming. I'll be done filming this episode once I show you who we're playing in the NFC Championship game. And it was only 28-14. I prefer a closer game, not like really close where it's like 1 or 2 points, but at least 28-14 is better than like 50 to like 20 or something like that. Let's talk about that. I just talked about this, I guess. So we got staff. So that's assistant GM Houston Reds in the playoff winning coach. Let's see if we keep this ball rolling and pick up another one this weekend. If we can, we're down to the Super Bowl. We have earned 7 staff points, the first of many. Hopefully the first of 3, at least for this year. So we're a third of the way there. And yeah, let's advance the week to the conference championship to see who we're playing. I think we're only playing Arizona. That's my prediction. And I'm right. We're playing Arizona, who they have Jalen Ramsey. He's a 99 overall cornerback. He had 3 interceptions, 5 pass deflections, and 77 tackles in the regular season. He's 6'1", 208 pounds. Like I said, he's a cornerback, number 5. He's a 99 overall. They went 12-5 in the regular season. And we went 17-0 in the regular season. They only have a 77 offense, but they have an 87 defense, and they're an 81 overall. So it just seems like, based on what their overall is for offense, defense, and their overall, so their offense, defense, and overall. Well, we have an 83 offense, 85 defense, and an 83 overall. They have a 77 offense, 87 defense, and an 81 overall. So we have a +6 for offense. They have a +2 for defense, and we have a +2 for overall. So let's say their offense, well, our offense is rated 10 overall points lower than their defense. Like I said, we have a +6. Like I said, the Saints have a +6 for offense. The Cardinals have a +2 on defense, and the Saints have a +2 on overall. Let's try him for injury. I don't know who that is. I want to see manage roster before I go. I also want to show you the injury report. See it. Because if he actually has a dislocated shoulder, I don't think he'd be back this week. It says that we have no players on the injured list. That means they must have popped it back in or something. Because there's no one on the injury report or on the injury list. So that means, to my knowledge, Gronkowski will be playing here in the NFC Championship game with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. And also I'm going to show you the playoff bracket quick before I end the episode. And oh my word, the Steelers lost. The Steelers lost. Oh my goodness gracious. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, who were the 1 seed in the AFC, they went 14-3 in the regular season, lose 27-17 to the 7 seeded Titans, and then the 4 seeded Raiders upset the 3-seeded Texans in Houston 35-7. So it's the 4-seeded or it's the 7-seeded Titans at the 4-seeded Raiders in the AFC Championship game, and then it's the 2-seeded Cardinals at the 1-seeded Saints. So it's the Titans at Raiders and the Cardinals at Saints. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Saints Raiders because it was Saints Steelers, but now I think it's only Saints Raiders. But possibly it should be a ridiculous, not ridiculous, but it'd be kind of cool if it was Saints and Titans because Titans are the 7th seed in the AFC. They already won 2 road games, and they only need to win 1 more to get to the big game, which is obviously at SoFi Stadium in LA. So it's Titans at Raiders and Cardinals at Saints. And it's tips of a series. I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life, but it will be. I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life because obviously I have my confirmation coming up next weekend. My birthday's tomorrow, so I'm not sure when that's. That's me on this channel. It should go up tomorrow because I did ask for MLB The Show 22 for my birthday, and if I do did it, I'll start my brand new MLB The Show 22 Road to the Show tomorrow, or at least for me tomorrow because I'm filming this the day before my birthday. This video might be done up on my birthday, and if it is, then later today will be episode 1 of my brand new MLB The Show 22 Road to the Show series if I did it for my birthday. So I'm not sure when this video is going up. It's on. This video is going up on April 30th or May 1st. And if it's going up on May 1st, well, it's my 16th birthday on May 1st. For me right now, it's not my birthday yet. It's 1:23 p.m. Central Time on Saturday, April 30th. But if this video is going up on May 1st, well, it's my 16th birthday. But either way, tomorrow or today, it depends when this video is going up. If I do the MLB Show 22 for my birthday, the video, episode 1 of my brand new MLB Show 22 Road to the Show series will be going up. Well, tomorrow if this video is going up on April 30th, and later today if this video is going up on May 1st. So, and obviously I'll be doing that, plus my confirmation a week from tomorrow, Sunday, May 8th. So, and I have company coming over during that weekend for my confirmation. My grandpa, my other grandma, my aunt, and my cousin. So I won't be able to film next weekend. So I'm not sure when the next episode of this series will be, but hopefully it'll be sooner than later. It could be like 2 to 3 weeks from now. I'm not exactly sure. It could be longer than that. I'll try to visit. Most likely, or probably there's like a 95% chance that this will be the only season for this series. I know my career mode series and my franchise series. I'm gonna probably start season 2, but also I already won the Super Bowl in my franchise and my career mode, and in this series, well, we're still 2 wins away from winning the Super Bowl. So I'm not sure, like I said, when the next episode of the series will be. It could be 2 to 3 weeks from now. It could be like a month from now. Hopefully it's not a month from now, but obviously I'll be busy with my confirmation next weekend, school, and obviously I still have to put in some hours. Driving, so I didn't get my driver's license. So yeah, I'm not doing it on my birthday, but I still got to put some more hours in for driving, so I didn't get my driver's license. I also have school for like 3 weeks, or my last day of school is May 20th, right? If I did all my work done, my last day of school is May 20th, which is what, like 3 weeks from now? 2.5 weeks from now. I have to have the driving, and then also I have, well, I'll set on my confirmation next weekend, and then obviously in mid-June I'm going up to Minnesota to fish with my dad, my grandpa, and my grandpa's friends. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this next episode of the series will be the NFC Championship game, and it's the Cardinals at the Superdome in New Orleans. Hopefully the next episode of the series will be sooner than later, but obviously you guys will find out when I post the next episode of the series when I post it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's time to close no board. Just up to the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, aunts, uncles, pets and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm gonna see you in episode number 7 of this New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise Series. See you in episode number 7. And eat a lot of bacon, and go Saints.